topic, which is the digestion in humans. The digestion in humans we are done with. So we'll be discussing the last topic, which is the digestion in ruminants. And Yashwant, well done in Sunday's exam. I think you were the only one who did it and who scored full on full, right? 40 on
Yes.
40.
Yes,
Very
ma'am.
good. Well done. Well done. So the last topic is digestion in cows. So basically, when we talk about this, we talk about the ruminants. Do you know who are the ruminants?
Ma'am, is it a part of our large intestine in area?
No, 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 no. Basically, ruminants are the herbivorous animals. Okay. So when
Okay.
we talk about the ruminants, they are what? They are the ruminant is an herbivorous animals. So herbivorous means those who eat the grasses, the plants, and all those animals are the herbivorous animals, like the cows. So they are the herbivorous animals that has a stomach with four compartments. So what do they have? They have stomach with four chambers, or we can say four compartments. Example, cow. Like we have the cow, buffalo, and all. So they have what? They have the stomach with four chambers. So these animals, which who are herbivores, plus they have a stomach which has the four chambers. They are called as the ruminant animals. So cow, buffalo, goat, they all are what? They are the ruminants.
Ma'am,
Now
and
what?
they,
Yeah.
ma'am, and they have like an interesting jaw, ma'am, for
Yes.
food.
Right. Correct. And what do they eat basically? Have you seen them, like once they eat something, they will be
Yes,
taking
ma'am.
into the stomach and again bringing back to the mouth?
Yes, ma'am. Buffaloes who eat grass.
Yes, the fellows, the cows, what do they do? The once they eat the grass, they will not chew it properly. Once they take it into the body, into the mouth, then they give it to the stomach, and then again they bring that back into the mouth. So that is how they work. Slowly and gradually, they digest the food. So ruminants, where are what they are? They are the herbivorous animals, and they are tasked with acquiring nutrients from plant based food. So basically they will be taking their food with the help of the plant. So plants are the basic requirement for them, so that they can do the process by themselves. They have the four compartments. So in the stomach, they have the four compartments. They are called as, the first one is called as the rumen. Have you ever heard this word?
Ma'am, I think I saw one in a movie.
Okay. So there are four compartments are there in the cows or the buffaloes: rumen, reticulum, omasum, and the bomasum. So these are the four chambers which are present in the stomach of a cow. Now these four chambers, they play different roles. So first thing what we'll be doing is we'll be learning about the rumen, a chamber called as the rumen. This is the first compartment. So this is the first compartment of cattle's stomach. So cattles are basically the animals who will be helping for the animal husbandry. So this is the first compartment in the cattle's stomach, and where fermentation occurs. Basically, the digestion will be occurring at this place. And they also allows for the digestion of fiber, and other feeds. So you might have seen like the cows and buffaloes, they will be eating the grasses, they will be eating the brown color food material, which we called as the feed for them. So
Yes, ma'am.
these feeds are called as the roughage. So basically, roughage they will be feeding on. So they are very tough. Actually, we don't eat it. We humans, we don't eat that such kind of food. The reason why, because these kind of the food contain cellulose, and in humans, in us, we do not have the capability to digest the cellulose. We humans, we cannot digest the cellulose. But these animals, the ruminant animals, what they are getting, they are eating the cellulose and they are digesting it, and it is tough for them to digest it at a time. That is why what they are doing, slowly and gradually, they are chewing, they are giving to stomach, bringing back to the mouth, then again chewing, then giving to stomach, then again chewing. It is because the cellulose is a very hard component which take long time to digest it. So this will be done where in the rumen compartment. So rumen is the
Ma'am,
first compartment. Huh?
I have a doubt. So basically, we can't digest these stuff that animals eat because they are mainly meant for eating the plants. But how? But they can't digest the plastic, right?
Yes, plastic they cannot digest because it has certain chemicals which cannot be digested neither by the animals nor by us.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
these kinds of plants, like if like example, if I talk only about the grass right now, so you have never seen a humans, any kind of male or female, we are eating the grass. No one is eating the grass. Why they are not eating? Because the grass contains the cellulose. Now, if we start eating grass, then what happens? We have to digest the cellulose. And in our body is made in such a way that if we try also, the body will not be accepting the cellulose. And we start vomiting it out. But in the case of the ruminants, they can digest it, but they take long time to digest the cellulose. So that is the main difference between the humans and the ruminants. Ruminants, they have four chambers. We have the only one chamber in the stomach, whereas we do not digest the cellulose. But the ruminants, they have to digest the cellulose. And when they have to digest the cellulose, since it is very complex sugar, they take more time. So that is about the rumens. Then second one is called as reticulum. So this compartment is attached to the rumen. So when we talk about the attachment, this reticulum is attached to the rumen compartment and has a honeycomb like structure. You might have seen the honeycomb structure. So like that only they are present in this area. I'll show you the picture of it first. Hmm. So like this, you can see. This is the picture of the stomach of the cow. So they have the different regions in them. Rumen you can see, cecum you can see, and two other parts are the back of the stomach. So the reticulum is the wall of them. What do they have? They have a honeycomb-like structure. The main function of this compartment is to trap large feed particles. So sometimes what happens in hurry bari, the cows and the buffaloes, they will be taking the big particles into the mouth. So this reticulum, what do? They will trap all the big kinds of big or the large particles of the feeds into it. That is the main function of the reticulum. Then comes the third compartment, which is the omasum. This compartment will act, it acts like a filter. So you might have seen the filtration of tea. So at home, what does the mother they do? They filter the tea with the help of a strainer. Same way, the omasum is also a kind of the filter, where what do they do? Whatever the cows or buffaloes they have taken into the body, they will be filtering it. And it has many folds. So many folds are there in what? In the omasum. And because of this many folds which are present in the omasum, what do they do? They serve to squeeze out the water from the feed. So whatever the feed they will be taking, because of this omasum, what they can do, they can squeeze the water from it, because it has so many what? So many foldings are there. And you might have seen your mother, when she wash the clothes, she will be drying it in the dryer, like the machine will be there. So in that washing machine, she has a dryer also. So have you seen that in the dryer, it will run at a very high speed, and all the clothes will be like folded in any direction. Same way, this omasum, what they have so many foldings, because of which whatever the extra water is there, they will be squeezing it out from the feed, so that the so that the so that the majority of the water does not escape. Because if the water escapes, then what happens? They will not be getting the appropriate amount of it. That is why it is made in such a way that the huge amount of water they can store, and they can use it for the later purpose. So they serve to squeeze out the water from the feed, so that the majority of the water does not escape into the rest of the digestive tract. And where it remains. Now whatever they squeeze out, it remains in the rumen only, because in the rumen, what they have to do? They have to do the digestion process. So that is what the omasum they will be doing. They will be acting as a filter. It has so many foldings, and because of so many foldings, what they will be doing? They will be squeezing out the water from the feed, and whatever they get, they will be sending it to the rumen for the digestion process. And the last compartment is known as abomasum. Abomasum. So in this, it is a final compartment. It is a final compartment. And this compartment is similar to our stomach. This compartment is similar to our stomach. So like we have the stomach, same way they have the abomasum. And it has a low pH. Now, what do they do in the abomasum? They will be, with the help of the protein, they will be broken down into the amino acid. So they have the microbial protein in this stomach, in this compartment, and with the help of this, what do they do? They will be breaking down them into the amino acid. So microbial protein plus undigestible intake of protein from the feed. So whatever the feed they have taken, what do? They will be breaking them down, and they will be converting them into the amino acids, which can be easily digested or absorbed by the body of the cow. And where it happens? This happens in the small intestine. So that is how the four compartments they work. The four compartments are the rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. Rumen is the first compartment where what happened? The fermentation will be occurring, and they will be allowing for the digestion of fiber and the feed. Then second compartment is the reticulum, which will be attached to the rumen, and where the large particles or the large feeds will be trapped. Then it goes to the third compartment, which is called as omasum. They will be acting as a filter, and it has many folds where, because of the squeezing, what do? They squeeze all amount of water from it, and it will be used for the further process. And finally, it goes to the last part, which is called as the abomasum, which is the final compartment, and it is like the same like our stomach, which have the low pH. And in this abomasum, what they will be doing, the microbial protein will be there, undigestible intake they will be there. So from there, they will be breaking down into the amino acid, and this amino acid will be absorbed in the small intestine. Like we have the small intestine where the villi will be absorbing the nutrients. Same way, the cows also have the small intestine where all the amount of the amino acid will be absorbed by them. So that is how the digestion in cow takes place.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
So can we see all of the four systems in one image?
Yes, we can. I'll just show you. Hmm. Oh. So you can see all the, wait, I'll just save this picture. So. Hmm. So see now, you can see in this picture all the four parts. So esophagus is connected. So this is the esophagus. Esophagus is connected to what? Esophagus is this one. This is connected to
Yes, ma'am.
the rumen. Here you have the rumen part. Then this rumen is basically then goes into the next part. Here reticulum, here obomasum. So like
And
this, the
Brahman.
small tubes like are connected together. So rumen, obomasum, reticulum, all these are like connected together, and they are the chambers which are present either forward, either backward, or either like sideways. So that is how the cows they will be doing the digestion process. So I'll show you a video. It will be like more clarified for you than how it works.
Okay.
Is it audible?
Ma'am, not too much.
Actually, the volume is this much only.
Nutrition in Animals Part 3. Learning objectives. 1. To understand digestion in herbivores.
Ma'am, can you
2.
please
To understand
add
digestion
caps
in
lock?
unicellular animals.
Wait,
Hello
let me
friends,
try.
how are you? We learned in the previous video about digestion in human beings. The process of digestion from taste to
No
digestion
subtitle.
is very long
Okay.
and interesting. Have you ever seen a cow chewing all the time? Do unicellular animals like amoeba all carry on digestion? Let us look for answers to such questions through this video.
Look, Didi, look at these cows. I see them every day. They keep chewing all the time. Do they keep eating all the time?
Yes, Ravi. If someone will watch these cows, then it is obvious that they will think like you. The digestion process of grass-eating animals is different than human beings.
Okay, how is that?
Come on, Ravi, let us go to visit Ramu Kaka's cow shed. He will explain the digestion process of grass-eating animals in detail.
Yes, it is a good idea.
Hello, Kaki. Is Ramu Kaka around?
No, children. He has gone to the town.
Okay, Kaki. Today, while returning back from school, Ravi had a lot of questions regarding the digestion in cows. Hence, I suggested that we visit the cow shed and ask Ramu Kaka about his questions.
Okay. Why don't you both wait for some time? Ramu Kaka will be back soon.
Okay, thank you. Can we feed the cows meanwhile?
Yes, sure, children. Come with me.
Kaki takes Ravi and Rani to feed the cows.
Look, Didi, these cows are chewing continuously.
Yes, Ravi. Come, let us ask Kaki about the digestion process in cows as she knows a lot about them.
Yes, Didi, let us ask her. Look, Didi, there is this picture of digestion in cows hanging here.
Kaki, can you tell us about this picture here?
Rani, look, it has been shown what all a cow eats, like grass, corn, leaves of green vegetables, etc.
Look, Didi, the cows have already eaten the grass we gave them.
Yes, Ravi. Look, they quickly swallow the grass.
Come, children, let us sit here. I shall explain to you. After swallowing the grass, it gets collected in part of its stomach, known as rumen.
Okay, the digestive system of human beings does not have rumen, isn't it, Kaki?
So we humans, we do not have all these chambers and all, maybe rumen, reticulum, ovomasum. We don't have, but the cows, they have these different chambers.
Yes, you are right, Ravi. Here the food gets partially digested and is known as cud. Later, this cud returns to the mouth in small parts and the cow chews it. Look, it has been shown in this drawing.
Oh, that is why the cow continuously chews. It chews on this cud.
Yes, these animals are called ruminants and the process is known as rumination. Am I right, Kaki?
Yes, absolutely right, Rani.
What are the components found in grass, Kaki? Man cannot eat grass, isn't it?
Grass contains cellulose.
So as I already told you, grass, what they have the cellulose, and which is a very, very complex sugar. It is like very tough to digest it.
Yes, ma'am. Wait,
What
I
is
have a doubt.
cellulose,
So,
Kaki?
Yes.
so basically, the ruminants is one type of thing, but is it only for cows or and buffaloes?
Cows, buffaloes, yes, for all the herbivorous animals.
Okay, ma'am.
Cellulose is a kind of carbohydrate. Many animals, including man, cannot digest cellulose. Grass contains cellulose.
So, is there any special part in grass-eating animals like cow which helps them in digesting cellulose?
Can I try and answer Ravi's question, Kaki?
Sure, Rani.
Ravi, there is a large sac-like structure found in ruminants called rumen. which is in between the small intestine and the large intestine. The cellulose is digested here.
Okay, but how, Didi?
There are a certain type of bacteria present in the rumen which help in the digestion of cellulose, which are not present in human beings.
Very good, Rani. You are very intelligent. Children, I think Ramu Kaka is going to get late. You must return home now, as your mother must be worried as it is late.
Yes, Kaki, thank you.
Wow, this is such amazing information, isn't it, friends? Have you ever visited a cowshed?
Can I look at your science book, Didi?
Sure, Ravi. Here, take it.
Didi, is this the picture of an amoeba?
So that is
I
how
have
the digestion in
read
cows
that
take place. Do you have any other doubt, Yashwant?
Ma'am, does anything other than a herbivorous, like any carnivores, have a different type of digestive system?
No, carnivores basically are like us only. They work according to our will, according to our stomach only.
Ma'am, but we are not carnivores. We are
Yes, I know. We are omnivore. We are not carnivores, but they also have the same system like us.
Okay, ma'am. But what about decomposers or
Decomposers, they are the small microbes. So they
yes,
do
ma'am.
not have the very much complex body. So what do? They basically take the things into the mouth and they just feed on them and they remove it. Like if I talk about the bacteria or the fungus also, they are very, very minute particles. You have to use a microscope for it. So they do not have such well-developed system, neither the respiratory system, nor digestive system, nor respiratory system. So directly through the body, they will be taking it, and directly through the body, they will be releasing it outside. So they do not chew it properly. They just take it, they just dissolve it, and they remove it. That's it. They will be doing. That is why
Okay, ma'am.
we say earthworm as a farmer's friend. Why? It is because earthworm also have a stomach where which is very, very minute. And when when you will grown up, when you go to the college, you will just dissect the earthworm. You have to cut down the earthworm to look into the structure, and you will notice that when you cut the earthworm from the center, inside what will be there? Only the soil will be there. In the whole body is covered with the nerves as well as with the soil. And when what we need to do, we have to remove those soil particles, and the soil particles are basically the white in color in them. Why they are white in color? Because they have digested it completely, and after digestion, half of the soil they have removed again, and half of the soil they have intaked it. So that is how the different organisms have a different kind of the system depending on the organism, whether it is a minute organism, whether it is large organism. Like if I talk about elephant also have the same process. How do we have? Because he is also a mammal. Rat also they have the same process. The only thing is rat. What do? They will be giving birth to so many small organisms. But in the case of the elephant, a single. In the case of us, in the case of the humans, we can give birth to the what we can say judwas or twins or the triplets. We can give birth, not more than that. And in the case of the dog, also you might have seen they will be giving birth to a lot of so many puppies. So depending on the animals, depending on the organism, the body structure, they work. And if I talk about the amoeba, they do not do anything at all. Why? Because they have only one cell, and with the one cell, with the help of one cell, they can do everything. They can do the digestion also, they can do the excretion also, they respire also with the help of one cell. So it is it is because of their simple body structure. But we do not have that. Our body structure is very, very complex. So that is why we say depending on the organism.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Hmm.
Ma'am, but can I see an image of a wait, can we see an image of a digestive system of an amoeba?
Okay. You were absent during that class, or should I take that topic again? Shall I take it again?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So,
This is an
Cellular
so you can see.
wow. This is exactly
So
like the
you can see this picture. This is a picture of amoeba. Nothing is there. Only small system they have. I'll just draw it on the here. So digestion in amoeba. Now what happens since they are unicellular organisms? They do not have all these complex structure. They do not have these compartments. So what they have is they have a simple body. Like for example, this is the amoeba. In the center, they have the nucleus. Then these finger-like projection, they are called as the pseudopodia. Have you ever heard the word pseudopodia?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. So I'll tell you first of all before starting this. Pseudopodia in pseudo stands for false. Pseudo means false. Podia means feet. So when we talk about pseudopodia together, it means the false feet. Now, why these finger-like projections are called pseudopodia? Because if we see from far, they look like that they are the feet, but actually they are not the feet. That is why we call them as a pseudopodia. Clear? So when we see them, they look like the feet, but actually they are not the feet. That is why we call them as a pseudopodia. So center they have the nucleus. These finger-like projections are called as the pseudopodia. Then they have this small circles like which are called as a food vacuole. So what do they have? They have only this round structure inside them, which is called as food vacuole. Now, whatever they want to do, maybe they want to take the food, maybe they want to digest the food, maybe they want to absorb the food. So everything will be done where? It will be done in this part. Now, how do they take the food inside? So basically, what do they do? Like suppose this is the amoeba, and amoeba keep on changing the structure. Like we have the same structure, we have two hands, two legs, and our body shape does not change every time as we move. But in amoeba, that is the specialty in them, that when they move, they keep on changing the body shape or structure. So now this is the amoeba. As soon as they got here the tiny particle, what do? They will start moving and they will start engulfing the food. So like this, they will be surrounding the food with the help of pseudopodia. So these are what? They are the pseudopodia. Now these pseudopodia, what they do? They will surround the food like this. So they have what? They have surrounded the food with the help of pseudopodia. Now, once this food come inside the body of the amoeba, where they give it? They give it to the food vacuole. Now, in this food vacuole, what they will be doing? They will be doing the, first of all, ingestion was happen, ingestion process with the help of the pseudopodia. Then they will be doing the digestion in this food vacuole. Then they will be doing the absorption. Whatever the nutrients are there, they will be absorbing in this food vacuole. Then whatever the, wherever the nutrients are required, they will be sending it to them, and at last they will be removing the waste material through this food vacuole only. So that is how only through this one small minute cell they are able to do everything. And in humans, how many parts do we need for doing all these things?
Ma'am, we need a lot.
A lot, right? But in amoeba, only one. With the help of this one structure, or I can say two. Pseudopodia for engulfing, for taking the food, and remaining all the things will be done by the food vacuole. And at last, the waste material also will be thrown out through the food vacuole. So that is how the digestion in amoeba takes place. So here also they have given the picture of the amoeba where the orange color outside you can see the orange color food particles, they are engulfing it, they are holding it.
Picture I saw yesterday in Rani Didi's science book. Suraj Bhaiya, can you please tell me about the digestion process in amoeba?
Yes, sure, Ravi. Amoeba is found in rivers, pond, and other water bodies. Look, the digestion process of amoeba is shown in this drawing. Amoeba eats microscopic plants and animals which are found in water. Like we eat with our mouth, and the process of taking in food is known as ingestion. Similarly, it is known as the same in amoeba.
But Bhaiya, amoeba does not have a mouth. Then from where does it eat?
Ravi, amoeba constantly changes its shape and position. Try and look at its position once again through the microscope.
Bhaiya, there is a difference in its shape from what I saw earlier.
Yes, Ravi, when it eats, it pushes out one or more
So
fingers.
you can see in this picture, earlier the pseudopodias were going slowly, and then after some time, those two pseudopodias have surrounded the food particles.
Like projections known as pseudopodia for capture of food.
Okay, it is very amazing information. Look, Bhaiya, there is a drawing of pseudopodia in this poster, isn't it?
Yes, Ravi. In this poster, we have depicted the digestion in amoeba. Look, then the food gets trapped in a food vacuole.
So these are the various steps they have shown here. First, in the first step, the food particle is there. In the second step, the pseudopodia is surrounding the food particles. In the third step, the pseudopodia has surrounded the food particle. In the fourth step, it goes into the food vacuole for doing the digestion process and the absorption process. In the next step, they are doing the assimilation, and last, whatever the waste was generated, they are removing it out through the food vacuole, which is the egestion. So that is how the process takes
Digestive
place.
juices are secreted into the food vacuole. They act on the food and break them into simpler substances.
These are such microscopic organisms, but their digestion is similar to human beings.
Yes, Ravi, that is why we cannot see them without the help of a microscope.
Does absorption also takes place in amoeba?
Yes, Ravi. Gradually, the digested food is absorbed. Do you know, Ravi? The absorbed food is used for growth and maintenance of the amoeba, and the undigested food is expelled through the vacuole.
Oh, this means that the digestion process is similar in all, irrespective of the size of the animal.
Yes, Ravi, the ingestion digestion of food and the energy released is very important to carry on our daily functions and the other life processes.
Thank you, Bhaiya. You helped me see the amoeba through the microscope and gave me such valuable information.
So, friends, we hope that you have learned about the digestion of grass eating animals.
So clear, Yashwant? Clear? Anything you want to ask?
Ma'am, actually, no, but I think I have learned everything. I wanted to show you something
Yeah.
about the energy scale of basically the whole universe, because since it's only us two and no one else is there, so can I share my screen?
Yeah, you can.
I want to show you a video. It's an 11-minute video.
Okay, share it.
Ma'am, you didn't.
Wait, let me check. Okay, now I have allowed you to share.